Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Kiara Nauli Pulungan, and today I'm going to be explaining about 16 different tenses. The first one is simple present tense. It has two types. The first one is verbal, and it has three forms. The first one is positive, which is subject plus verb 1, including the use of s or es. For example, she works. The second one is the negative form, which is subject plus do or does plus not plus verb 1. For example, she does not work. And the third one is interrogative, which is do or does plus subject plus verb 1, which is does she work? And the second type is the nominal one. It has three forms too. The first one is the positive one, which is subject plus am, is or are plus adjective or noun. For example, she is happy. The second form is the negative one, which is subject plus am, is or are plus not plus adjective or noun. For example, she is not happy. And the third one is interrogative, which is am, is or are plus subject plus adjective or noun, which is she happy? The second one is present continuous tense. It only has one type, but three forms. The first one is positive, which is subject plus am, is or are plus verb ing. For example, she is eating. The second one is negative, which is subject plus am, is or are plus not plus verb ing. For example, we have she is not eating. And the third one is the interrogative one, which is am, is or are plus subject plus verb ing. For example, we have is she eating? Moving on to the third one, it is the present perfect tense. It has two types and three forms. For the first type, it is the verbal one. In positive form, it has subject plus have or has plus verb 3. For example, they have seen it. In the negative way, it is subject plus have or has plus not plus verb 3. For example, they have not seen it. And for the last form, it is the interrogative one, which is have or has plus subject plus verb 3. For example, it is have they seen it? And for the second type, we have the nominal one, which is in its positive form, it is subject plus have or has been plus adjective or noun. For example, they have been ready. In its negative form, it is subject plus have or has not been plus adjective or noun. For example, they have not been ready. And its last form, it is the interrogative one, which is have or has plus subject plus been plus adjective or noun. For example, have they been ready? And last, we have the present perfect continuous tense. It has one type and three forms. In its positive form, it is subject plus have or has been plus verb ing. For example, she has been waiting. For its negative form, it is subject plus have or has not been plus verb ing. For example, she has not been waiting. And for its last form, which is the interrogative one, it is has or have plus subject plus been plus verb ing, which is has she been waiting? Next, we have the simple past tense. It has two types and three forms. The first one is verbal. In its positive form, it is subject plus verb 2, which is, for example, he ate. In its second form, which is negative, it is subject plus did not plus verb 1. For example, he did not eat. And for the third one, which is the interrogative one, it is did plus subject plus verb 1. For example, did he eat? Second type is the nominal one. In its positive form, it is subject plus was or were plus adjective or noun. For example, she was happy. In its second form, which is the negative one, it is subject plus was or were plus not plus adjective or noun. For example, she was not happy. And the third one, which is the interrogative one, it is was or were plus subject plus adjective or noun. For example, was she happy? The next one we have is past continuous tense. It only has one type and three forms. The first form, in its positive way, it is subject plus was or were plus verb ing. For example, she was reading. In its second form, which is the negative one, it is subject plus was or were plus not plus verb ing. For example, she was not reading. In its third form, which is the interrogative one, it is was or were plus subject plus verb ing. For example, was she reading? Next, we are going to past perfect. It has two types. The first one is verbal. In its positive way, it is subject plus had plus verb 3. For example, it is she had eaten. In its negative way, it is subject plus had plus not plus verb 3. For example, she had not eaten. And for its interrogative way, it is had plus subject plus verb 3. For example, had she eaten? And for its nominal type, in its positive way, it is subject plus had plus been plus adjective or noun. For example, they had been happy. For its negative way, it is subject plus had not plus been plus adjective or noun. For example, they had not been happy. And for its interrogative way, it is had plus subject plus been plus adjective or noun. For example, had they been happy? Next we have past perfect continuous. It only has one type and three forms. For its positive form, it is subject plus had been plus verb ing. For example, he had been sleeping. For its negative form, it is subject plus had not been plus verb ing. For example, he had not been sleeping. And for its last form, it is had plus subject plus been plus verb ing. For example, had he been sleeping? Next we have simple future. It has two types. The first one is verbal. In its positive way, it is subject plus will plus verb 1. For example, we will celebrate. In its negative form, it is subject plus will plus not plus verb 1. For example, we will not celebrate. And its third form, it is will plus subject plus verb 1. For example, will we celebrate? And in its second type, it is nominal. In its positive way, it is subject plus will plus be plus adjective or noun. For example, we will be happy. For its negative type, it is subject plus will not plus adjective or noun. For example, we will not be happy. And its third form, it is will plus subject plus be plus adjective. For example, will we be happy? Next up, we have future continuous tense. It only has one type. In its positive form, it is subject plus will be plus verb ing. For example, we will be attending. For its negative one, it is subject plus will not plus be plus verb ing. For example, we will not be attending. And for its third form, which is the interrogative one, it is will plus subject plus be plus verb ing. For example, will we be attending? Next in line is future perfect tense. It has two types. The first one is verbal. In its positive way, it is subject plus will plus have plus verb 3. For example, they will have arrived. In its negative form, it is subject plus will not plus be plus verb 3. For example, they will not have arrived. In its interrogative way, it is will plus subject plus have plus verb 3. For example, will they have arrived? In its nominal type, in its positive form, it is subject plus will have been plus adjective or noun. For example, she would have been ready. In its negative way, it is subject plus will not have been plus adjective or noun. For example, she will not have been ready. And its third form, which is the interrogative one, it is will plus subject plus have been plus adjective or noun. For example, will she have been ready? Next up is future perfect continuous tense. It only has one type. In its positive form, it is subject plus will have been plus verb ing. For example, she will have been reading. In its negative form, it is subject plus will not have been plus verb ing. For example, she will not have been ready. And its interrogative form, it is will plus subject plus have plus been plus verb ing. For example, will she have been reading? Next up, we have simple past future. It has two types. The verbal one, in its positive way, it is subject plus would plus verb 1. For example, she would wait. In its negative form, it is subject plus would not plus verb 1. For example, she would not wait. In its interrogative form, it is would plus subject plus verb 1. For example, would she wait? In its nominal type and positive form, it is subject plus would be plus adjective or noun. For example, she would be happy. In its negative way, it is subject plus would not be plus adjective or noun. For example, she would not be happy. And its interrogative form, it is would plus subject plus be plus adjective or noun. For example, would she be happy? Next up is past future continuous tense. It only has one type, which is verbal, and its positive form is subject plus would be plus verb ing. For example, she would be studying. In its negative form, it is subject plus would not be plus verb ing. For example, she would not be studying. In its interrogative form, it is would plus subject plus be plus verb ing. For example, would she be studying? Next up is past future perfect tense. It has two types. The first one is verbal, and its positive form, it is subject plus would have plus verb 3. For example, she would have cooked. In its negative form, it is subject plus would not plus have plus verb 3. For example, she would not have cooked. And its interrogative form, it is would plus subject plus have plus verb 3. For example, would she have cooked? And the second type is the nominal one. In its positive form, it is subject plus would have been plus adjective or noun. For example, they would have been happy. In its negative form, it is subject plus would not have been plus adjective or noun. For example, they would not have been happy. And in its third form, which is the interrogative one, it is would plus subject plus have been plus adjective or noun. For example, would they have been happy? And the last one is past future perfect continuous tense. It only has one type, which is the verbal one, and its positive form, it is subject plus would have been plus verb ing. For example, we would have been studying. In its negative form, it is subject plus would not have been plus verb ing. For example, we would not have been studying. And its interrogative form, it is would plus subject plus been plus verb ing. And the example is, would we have been studying? Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope this video could help increase your understanding about tenses. Bye!